Dude, the latest stream of all time, dude. I was gonna stream at like 2:30, and then my mom called me, and then my shit is unloaded. Anyways, look, today's probably not gonna be that long of a stream, probably, because I started so fucking late, dude. But I had to help my mom. My mom, she drove my car, and she got a ticket on my car while she was here. So then, and she didn't know, I guess. So I had to help her pay that. And look, it was just a whole fucking thing. Okay, can we not stream manager, please? Jesus, dude. All right, let me add the Discord. Look, okay, it was a whole thing. All right, but finally, I get to start my stream, dude. Yeah, it's gonna be a very productive game dev stream. I can already tell. Today's gonna be so productive, dude. Definitely. Yeah, it's at fucking 4, dude. All right, yeah. Again, so probably won't stream for that long today, but you know, it is what it is, dude. Yeah, I know. It took fucking forever, dude. I dealt with my mom's skill issue. Yeah, basically. I mean, to be fair, like, it was one of those things where she turned right on a no turn right because she didn't see the sign because blind. And then they had the camera. Also, I gotta move my light. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, okay. What's up, Jadilio? Dude, it has been fucking. It's like been like a year or something, right? I don't remember what you were here for, but if you were watching me do game dev stream, then that's unfortunate because you're gonna be like, damn, fucking nothing changed. Anyway, so regardless, today I'm just gonna do. I mean, like, again, I'm probably not gonna stream for that long, unfortunately, or at least game dev because it's fucking 4, dude. Okay, I'm like, I'm already half dying. My brain's already like 80% cooked, dude. So I think today, though, what I would like to do is fix the conveyor. Okay, getting this done because the conveyor looks really, really bad, and it shouldn't be that bad to fix it. Like just so that it doesn't jump around and stuff, right? I would love to fix the conveyor, and maybe fix. There's 2 parts of the conveyor, right? There's 2 things. There's fix the Z index, and then there's also fix the what? The positions of items jumping. Okay, these are the 2 bugs that I currently know of. So I'd love to fix these things today. But if we only get one of them done, you know, so be it. And the positions are more important than the Z index. Obviously, I'd love to fix this, but it's kind of hard, dude. Like, I don't actually know entirely how to fix this, by the way. Oh, also, by the way, hey, if someone's watching Summer Game Fest, if Skong comes on or some shit, you gotta tell me, dude, okay? Then we switch to reacting, okay? I gotta know. I don't have it open, cause I don't fucking care, dude. 99% of the time, you know, I'll watch the trailers after, okay? No reacting, unless I have 1 million viewers, okay? Or it's PoE. Was me playing Create Above and Beyond? Okay, yeah. I mean, let's do it. Let's do a quick check, a quick vibe check. Let's see. I can't bring it over, bro. Okay. Oh no, I was speed running Minecraft. That's right, dude. I was running. Do you remember that, dude? And it's back, dude. It's fucking everybody's speedrunning Minecraft again. Surely, clearly I should go back to the infinite content well. Maybe I will if I make the video. If I make my speedrunning video, then maybe I'll think about it. But I don't even know if I can. It's been like fucking like 10 months since I can't run a bastion anymore. Are you kidding me? You think I know how to run a bastion? You think I know how to loot a village? No thanks, dude. No thanks, dog. Okay, so yeah. Let's fix this today, and if that's all we get done today, we call it a W, baby, okay? And then we'll I don't know, do something else, okay? Sound good? Okie doke. So I haven't looked at my conveyor code and actually, dude, my tabs are gone. But why, dude? Why my pinned tabs? Hold on, maybe if I just pin them, they'll come back. Come on. This is like the same order, right? Oh, this was, no, it's not the same. Maybe they'll just come. No, splitters. No, dude. No! Yeah, it's fucking over. God damn it, dude. God damn it, man. Why? It's fine. Why does it have to unload my shit? I need to never restart my computer. I'm like, dude, Windows is like, Microsoft's been trying to upgrade me to Windows 11 for so long now, and I don't know how many times I can say no. I mean, like, we're coming up on the end of Windows 10 support, right? I mean, I don't know how important that really is. Like, I'm sure it's important, but like, I don't fucking know. Can I just keep saying no? Will they let me stay on my beloved Windows 10, even if it's not that beloved? I would love that, please. You been streaming Minecraft? Nice, dude. You just playing just like vanilla, or also modded? Okay, let me open the conveyor because it's fucking gone. Because everything that I've ever loved is gone, I guess, which is super awesome, dude. Conveyor here. Conveyor here. Yes. All right. Yeah, this is the goal today. I want to fix this thing because it's fucking horrible. Okay, this thing it's fucking evil, and we gotta fix it. Okay, I can fix him. Sky Factory 4, dude, the Sunday pack. I never played that one. I know that there's like trees and stuff, but I don't know. It just wasn't on my radar when I was like younger. I guess I don't know. I mean, actually, well, okay, in like when I was like playing mod packs really back in the day. This is before I streamed. This is like 2017 probably. Wait, that's when Sky Factory 4 came out, right? Uh, 2019. Okay. I guess I was just in college then, so I was like fucking dying, you know. Ain't got no time to be playing a long ass mod pack. I guess during the summer I could have, but back then I was playing mostly custom packs. Like my friends and I would just, you know, get 100 mods and chuck them in, and then pray to Jesus that the IDs don't collide, and then we're good to go, baby. Okay, so the way that the items move. Okay, right. God, this is. Dude, what am I looking at, bro? Oh. 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 Okay, so I need to figure out why they stop and then they don't. Okay, yeah, so I've got this. This is all for middle turn, which I think shouldn't matter that much. Stop if next conveyor is full. Stop at end if no next. I couldn't write this any better. Really? I stop at end if no next. Oh, next. Okay. You know what? Never mind. I'm a genius. Okay, so distance is great. Wait, hold on. So stop if item is ahead. If item dist is less than item size minus epsilon. Okay. The problem with this is that it's really hard to debug because, you know, if I run a conveyor, the items are going to be starting and stopping like fucking constantly. Dude, what if I've been playing Pose-On? Would that be a cancel Lugswo moment if I've been playing Pose-On off stream? I mean, obviously I fucking wouldn't, cause like, but you know. And then I have non-moving items. Like, okay. Ideally, the way that the conveyor actually would work is okay. So basically, let's open Paint, okay? Because honestly, I thought about this for a while, and I think I can understand it, but also maybe not. So, if there's a conveyor anywhere, right? And it's going this way. Basically, if there are 4 items on it already, so 1, 2, 3, 4, do nothing, obviously, right? But now let's say that there's 3 items that are like this, right? So there's an open space here. What I would actually like to do, well, I guess I could like switch it or get something, I don't know. But like the item should basically figure out where the space is in between them, right? And then drop it. So in this case, it could be here, but it also could be here, right? It could it could also be here. Space in between these items technically, right? And then it would drop this one. This one would just stop moving. Oh, but then on a closed belt. Okay, what does stop item entity do? This is what moves it forwards, right? Yeah, I calculate the position with the non-moving items. Then I set the position. I set is moving to false. I set the distance moved to be correct. And then I set the conveyor to be full. Okay, yeah. New Resident Evil game? Is it just called RE9? When are they gonna pull a Mario Kart and stop just naming the numbers? They gotta eventually, right? I mean, right? But look, until Skong comes out, no fucks given. All right, we got work to do. I'm a rise and grind, baby. Right? We gotta get on that shit ASAP. So. So yeah, calculate position. This is the thing that gets it, and then this is the thing that moves it. So stop item entity is what's being called for it to teleport around. So okay, actually, let's just run the game so I can explain what's going on. Okay, because it's very obvious if I just run the game and shit does not work. Obviously, right? So if I do this and I do this, you will see very quickly that this shit does not be working. Okay, so see how this guy is just jumping from conveyor to conveyor. I don't know what's up with that, basically, right? I don't know why he's just fucking jumping. I mean, it doesn't equalize in the end, kind of. No. Ooh. Okay, no, yeah. So it's just behind. Yeah. But so it did equalize in the end. So when they all stop moving and then come to move again, then things start going good again. But I have no clue why that's happening. Oh, Bloodborne's gonna get remaster? Dude, I get to wait. Is it on PC? If it is, then I get to actually play that game. Wait, it's not the Switch thing. Like the Switch 2 game. That's not Bloodborne sequel, right? Because I guess I knew about that one already. But I mean, I don't even know what Bloodborne is, dude. I mean, I don't really know what any of the Souls games are. Like, I never watched the lore video. Okay, I ain't watched no lore video. The 3-hour Elden Ring lore video did not click. I'm sure it's cool, but like, I just don't give a I just don't give a fuck. Look, I didn't watch the Hollow Knight lore video. Okay, I ain't watching no Elden Ring lore video until. Maybe if I play Night Rain or something, you know, maybe then I'll think about it and care. But But I want to play Bloodborne just because it looks cool and it's like fast and people say it's like a good Souls game. So I tried to emulate it once, allegedly, because I know that they're very mad if you try to, and it was just like, I don't know, it was so much work. And then it was 30 FPS, and then to get it to not be 30 FPS, I had to jump through like 30 hoops, and I just gave up. I was like, you know what? It's not worth it, dude. I could just play Dark Souls 3. I don't fucking care. What's up, Basis? How's it going, man? I'm doing good. Well, enough. I mean, did I start my stream 2 hours later than I meant to? Maybe, but Souls games that bane in my existence, but also they're what I need for life. Bane in the fact that you play them too much, or bane in the fact that you don't like playing them? Because both are pretty understandable, you know? Okay, so stop if item is ahead. Stop item entity. Okay, so actually, okay. I think what's going on is maybe when the item entity goes, so I think that the reason why they only teleport when there's 4 belt or items on the belt, right? And I think that's because when I send the item to the next conveyor belt down here, items remove at, okay, add it. Where do I set moving to be true is the question. So this, who are you? I said it here. Wait, hold on. What does this do again? Oh, is moving. Okay, where are you set? Is moving equals true in input. I set it to false. Oh, in here. Okay. This is in tile update. Okay, let's just try this. inside the next conveyor, I am just going to do item entities. Entities I is moving is true. I don't know if that's gonna fix it, but we'll fucking see. They make me rage, but it's an addictive rage. I mean, yeah. I think that most games. I think that like when so I had my mom like during COVID. She got a Switch, and I was like trying to guide her on how to become a gamer mom. And I realized that I think that all video games are actually just rage games. It's just the amount of rage that you're willing to accept into your body is what allows you to play certain games, you know? Like if you play a lot of Souls games, you got a lot of rage that you're willing to let happen to yourself, right? Because like my mom couldn't beat Mario Odyssey because she would like they make her walk forwards and she like couldn't figure it out. It's just too hard. I mean, to be fair, she was also like, she was drinking a little bit. Oh, what the fuck is happening? Hey, that was not it. What the fuck happened, dude? What the, how? Hold on. So if I do this, actually, let's just try like this. Okay. This is clearly a bad idea. This one did not work. This one did not work. Wait, the Switch 2 isn't already OLED by default? They already had the technology. What do you mean? I mean, I also didn't get one for the record. Partly because yeah, fucking we're poor. But also in part because I don't know. I haven't really I'm not super interested in the games, at least right now. Like obviously that'll change in the next coming months. But I just assume that look, Nintendo was they were fucking bragging. They were nutting about how good their production was this time, and that there will not be any delay. You'll be able to get one, and then there wasn't, obviously. But I believe, okay, I'm just gonna believe that in 3 to 6 months, when the games that I care about come out, I can get them, okay? That's just my belief, and maybe I'm fucking wrong, and I'm gonna get nothing, but I would like to believe that it's true. I mean, obviously I agree, which is why I said, I got no dollars, but look, I was never someone who was gonna say, I was never someone that was saying, oh, I gotta boycott Nintendo, I'm gonna fucking buy it, okay? Look, if Smash 6 comes out, I'm gonna fucking buy it, right? If they make new Mario Odyssey game, I'm gonna fucking buy it, dude. Now, I don't know about Mario Kart World. I don't know how good that game is, if it's good at all. I haven't heard anything, but when I looked at the trailer, it looked a little whack. I know there's a lot of streamers who are playing it. It's like the hot meta game right now. But I mean, honestly, I'm not a huge Mario Kart guy. I guess there's a lot of people who like Mario Kart, that's their go-to party game. But I don't know. It just I mean, I like it. Obviously, I'm not anti Mario Kart. It's a good game, but I think that once you get good enough, it's a lot more about I have to learn the shortcuts. I gotta learn the map. I don't want to do none of that. I just want to throw the red shell, dude. I don't want to bag for a lightning and then do all this shit. No thanks, man. I just want to be dry bones and throw the red shell and then win. Okay, so it looks like how does the inserter insert an item in the conveyor? How does that happen? So I've got tile update and insert item here. So I set the sprite of the position equal to inserter position. Oh, get inserter position is here. Okay, yeah. So I've got int non-moving items, dirt to middle, starting pause, global pause. Okay, actually. Okay, right. So I put it at the start, and then if there are items on it that are not moving, which I just pass in by entities count, then I set the position to be correct. Yeah, okay. Okay. Then I set the distance move, then I set the item entities, then I insert the item. Okay. Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what they were spouting that shit, right? They were saying, guys, no scalping. Let's see. Can I buy Nintendo Switch? Can I get one without getting scalped? I doubt it, dude. But the launch day sales are the highest ever for a console, it's claimed. Okay. Wait, they're in stock? I mean, again, I think I still don't like. I actually don't really want to buy one right now. Mostly, okay. Also, because none of my friends have one. I have like 2 of my friends actually got a pre-order. The rest of them did not, because we all woke up too late and I didn't realize. You know, am I still waiting for my Nintendo, my Nintendo shop, whatever fucking thing? Maybe, but also Alex didn't pay for the family Nintendo NSO, so also I might not get it anyways. Yeah, I just think, like, I mean, Donkey Kong's cool, and I like, you know, I think, like, I love Donkey Kong as a man, you know, as like a guy. I think he's like the best guy ever, but like as an anything else, I don't know, dude. Like, if I can play Donkey Kong in a game I like, you know, play Donkey Kong in Smash, awesome. Play Donkey Kong in Mario Kart, awesome. Play Donkey Kong in his own game, I don't know, man. Like, I've never played any of them. I don't know. Like, the only one I've had any interest in is Tropical Freeze. I'm just not a boomer, dude, okay? I didn't have a SNES. I didn't even have a 64. I had a GameCube, all right? Was there a Donkey Kong GameCube game, actually? Donkey Kong GameCube. Well, okay, there was this one. But I don't know if we count that one as a game. You know what I mean? I'm not sure we count that one. That's the only one? That's crazy. Okay, so I think the problem is in here. So it moves it to potentially where another item is, and then rather than just stopping it and then starting it again, it just stops permanently, right? That's the biggest problem. So let's go through this and check what the fuck is going on, right? So how does this work? Okay, so item distance is equal to item size, which is okay, yeah, that works. I mean, again, I don't even know if I really want the Donkey Kong. Like, it's like, it looks cool, but like, I'm not like, okay, like when Breath of the Wild came out, I was like so fucking, you know, I was like, I gotta get a Switch now. I waited in line because I didn't pre-order also. Waited in line with my friend for like 12 hours in front of a GameStop because I was like, I gotta play that shit. But Donkey Kong new game, I'm like, it's okay. And I haven't played, like, I haven't used my Switch in like fucking forever, just in general, like, or at least not for games that like I need to. Like, I mean, like, it'd be cool to play Breath of the Wild with no lag, but also that costs $20, doesn't it? So, Play Donkey Kong on the Wii. That shit was goated. Yeah, I never played none of the 2D Donkey Kong games. I never played them either. Is the Wii one the one where you had to shake the Wiimote to like roll and it was kind of dog shit? So if I is not 0, then item dist gets set to item entities I -1. So the one behind it, that distance moved minus distance, which is myself distance moved plus moved. What is this code, man? What is this code, dude? Distance equals item entities I distance. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's do a little breakdown in my head. Okay, so this is where I'm going to end up on this frame, right? Then this if item size So, okay, if I is 0, then I'm checking if item size is less than item size minus epsilon. What? What? Wait, what? I don't understand. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna run the game and just let God dictate what happens. What are you doing, dude? I mean, for real, bruh. Okay, here, cancel this. All right, so we're checking item size 32. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm checking item dist less than item size minus epsilon, which is now false. And then distance is greater than, okay, so it stops here, yeah. Oh, I guess because the end, this is so dog shit, dude. What am I looking at? Push toy, my brain is not mathing. He's trying his hardest, okay? The two gerbils in there, they're fighting. They're not working so good, dude. They're like playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots, and I can feel every punch just delete brain cells. What's happening? Okay. It stops here. That's fine and dandy. But okay, yeah, so it never tries to stop it. Okay. Fine. Okay. So then item dist, let's say we're at the second one. Distance is equal to myself plus moved. Yeah, okay. So let's say that I'm at 0. So I'm at 0 plus epsilon, or plus moved, which is real speed times delta. Yeah, okay. Then item dist is set to the previous moved minus distance. Okay, so this is the item dist is the distance to the item in front of me. That's what's going on here. Now, I don't probably know why this is like this, but that's okay. All right, that's chill. Have I considered moving some things into separate functions? I don't think it's the functions problem. I think it's more of a what the fuck is an item dist and why do I do this? But yeah, so I'm checking the distance that I have moved according or fuck, dude. What am I saying? I'm checking how far I've moved in relation to the one in front of me. So basically, if I'm 32 ahead of it, then things happen. That's right. Okay, yeah. So if I'm at 0, distance would just be moved, which is 1.6. So then it would be distance moved, which is what am I? I'm at the previous one's at 128. So then I would be 128 minus 0 minus 1.6. Which would mean that I'm not smaller than item size. Okay, yeah. So then if I've moved what's 128 minus 32? Calculator. 128. Okay, 96. So if I've moved 96 plus 1.6, so I'm at 97, then I'd be 128 it'd be 30.4. And 30.4 is smaller than item size minus epsilon. So then it would stop the item entity. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why this is called item dist. I don't know why this isn't called like distance to item in front of me. But now, you know what? Here, I'm not gonna rename it, but I'm gonna say this: distance to item in front of me. Okay. Okay, so then it would stop the item entity. Then this is stop if item is at end of conveyor. Then if there's no end, we stop it. Then if the next conveyor is full, we stop it. Yep. Then else I send to the next conveyor. Okay, yeah. Then if I'm not moving, non-moving items gets incremented. Okay. And moving is set, yeah, in here. Okay, yeah, right. This is so bad. I should actually just rework this whole thing. This is programmed terribly, chat. Why did I do it this way? Rename item dist to ID. That's a great idea. Yeah. Wow, are you like a coding genius on someone? Wow. I've never thought about that before. Yeah, so true. And then item ID can be IID. And the internal item ID can just be ID again. Just making content for the next stream. You know, that's true. Infinite content glitch chat. If I never know what's happening in my own code, every time I go back to look at my code, we get to go on another hour-long adventure. Isn't that fucking awesome? Okay, so it's... Okay, I mean, I don't see why it's stopping still, but I see that there's a bug. So the bug is that if there's an item entity on the belt, right? So... We got a belt. We got one item, and it's literally at the very end, right? So it's just entering, right? And then we have an inserter that's putting an item on the belt. It's gonna put it here, right? And then it's fucked, right? Because now this item entity is looking at the distance moved to the next one, which is negative because it's backwards, right? Because it's not sorted at all. So that's why it stops here, right? So this item gets put down here and it stops. It full stops. And then the next one just goes. So the easiest solution here is probably to just figure out where to insert the item. Because I think right now I'm not doing that, right? Like, I basically just always assuming that there's no items moving on the thing, right? So down here in insert item, right here. This is just calling get inserted position with the count of items. And this just returns the end of the conveyor belt minus some extra bullshit, right? So this works when there's an empty conveyor or a conveyor that has items that aren't moving on it currently. So to fix that, locally sort them per the conveyor or keep them in order. Yeah, pretty much. Either that or do it in order, like the order dependence shouldn't matter, right? That's the other way I can do it, which might be better because I think sorting is a little slow. I mean, it's not that slow, but I could just not have them be in the order and it would be chill. Although I think having them be in order is better just because then they draw correctly always, right? So maybe that's a better idea anyways. Now again, I by the way, I want to refactor this whole system one day to be like the cool smart way. There's like a cool smart way that Factorio does their belts. I haven't implemented it because it's too fucking hard. Okay, Factorio belts, they don't even keep track of the items. They just keep track of the distance between items, and it makes it like lightning speed fast. Okay, I'm not doing that though. So, okay, so. Yeah, I think the big thing is going to be figuring out how to get the... Are these the same function, basically? That's good. that's swag, dude. That's great. Yeah, so basically there's the two ways I could go about this is either A, the items get sorted. Whenever you insert an item, it figures out where in the list it should be, which is horrible. Second way is to have it be order independent. I feel like if I can make it order independent, that would be better, but then I have to rework literally all of it. So that fucking sucks. And how would I even know? I mean, I guess I'd have to just check for whatever's next in front of me. But then if I'm updating every frame, checking what's next in front of me would be faster to sort it. So I guess maybe not. But I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know, man. I mean, I'm just thinking inserting them in order is such a pain, dude. It's like such a fucking pain. Oh yeah, Jerry Who, thanks for the sub, man. Came out to my parents as bi, and of course my dad made a fucking joke. Unlucky, dude. I mean, was it a good bit? Yeah. You know, it's actually so cool if I come out to my parents and he made it, but he made a baller joke. You know, I mean, hopefully that it's just his way of being like you know, like accepting but still a little wonky about it, because that's what I think my dad would do. Asked if I was currently dating a guy or a girl, and I said no. So he said, "So you're bi yourself." Okay, and you're telling me that wasn't good. People don't even think being bi is real. I don't know how that's not like. I think honestly, like, to me, it makes more sense like that. Like would not bi exist and gay doesn't exist? I mean, I guess if you just believe neither exists, right? I don't know, dude. I feel like it's way more normalized to be like, damn, that guy looks fucking hot, and also that girl looks fucking hot as a guy. You know what I mean? I feel like that makes way more sense from like the brain perspective. What's up, Labradorite? Can you explain to me what a Factorio roguelike is? Yeah, you ever play Factorio Wave Defense, the game mode? Imagine that, but like not L shit, yeah? If you haven't played it, I don't know the fuck to tell you, dude. I've been staring at this conveyor code for so fucking long, dude. I've been streaming for 36 minutes and I've done fucking nothing. Okay, yeah, nice, dude. Oh yeah, Labrador, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. The more I think about it, the less any of it makes sense. I mean, I just don't give a shit, dude. Like, I don't understand why anyone gives a shit, dude. I'm just trying to live my fucking life, you know? Someone wants to fuck some dude, why should I give a shit, man? What's up, Gibbs? Multiplayer Factorio roguelike? Okay, isn't that crazy? Like, again, chat. You know, I understand that, once again, being a streamer, your job is to say the same thing over and over again, you know, at a certain extent. But it's okay. I literally just explained it, but if you've played Factorio Wave Defense, imagine that, but as a standalone game, okay? Multiplayer is there, Factorio is sort of there, and roguelike is in plan. Yeah, pretty much. Except I would actually argue it's more just the multiplayer is there. I don't know about the Factorio, I don't know about the roguelike, but the multiplayer is good, you know? But yeah, if you played Factorio Wave Defense, it's just that, but a standalone game and probably a lot more complex. And I mean, it has to be, right? That's why Wave Defense sucks ass. It's because it's not very complex and you just kind of do the same thing over and over and over again, and it sucks. Like you set up fucking flamethrower turrets and you're literally done. The game is solved, right? I feel like I hear this same speech 12 times a stream. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, is that not just being a streamer? Okay, some guy, if I'm playing a game, like I'm playing a fighting game, and then some guy says, why don't you do EWGF as Kazuya? And I say, oh, it's like blah 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 reasons. And then in the next 10 minutes, some guy's gonna come in and say, oh, why do you do EWGF as Kazuya? And then I just say it 100 times. You know, that's just being a streamer, I think. Now, there's two types of streamers in the world, though, right? There's one streamer who is going to be nice to his chatters and answer the question 1,000 times. And the other guy who's going to say, what the fuck is wrong with you? Are you fucking stupid? You should die. And then bans him. I aspire one day to become that guy. You know, if I can become the guy who just crashes out on an innocent man after asking like a simple question, that's my goat, dude. My goat. If you were streaming yesterday, I would have dropped 100 bombs. I did stream yesterday. Look, I only streamed for like an hour, but I did. Right here. Look. Expecting my life to be changed. And was it changed? A little bit. Okay. So I think I do want to sort them, just because it would make it'll work now. But to sort them is so annoying. Like basically, like I need to figure out like if there's an item in a quadrant of the insert or of the belt. Like I basically need to figure out the best place for the item in the belt to go, right? I guess it's not that hard actually. Okay, here let's go. Where is get insert position? Okay, yeah. So basically, rather than doing just this, what I want to check now is. Like it's gonna be slower on insert, but that's okay. All right, that's fine. How much breaks if you update Godot? I don't know, which is why I haven't updated it. It honestly could be 0. There's a decent chance that I update Godot to the newest release, 4.4, and nothing changes. But I'm afraid, okay? I don't want to touch anything, dude. Like, I would actually argue that the worst case scenario would be that I update Godot to 4.4, and then something like in the very background changes. So like I don't see any bugs right now, but in the future something happens. Maybe I'll update when I make tests, okay? When I make tests for everything, which, you know, is that ever gonna happen? I don't know. But if I do that, then I can safely update and then run my tests and see if things break. Because if nothing breaks, maybe we call it a day, you know? Well, no, but I'm way behind. I'm on 4.2, dude. I'm on 4.2.2. I'm like 2 major versions behind. You know, it could be a lot that's changed. I mean, they might have made the scene tiles better, like less like Omega shit to use. That would be cool. That would be fucking awesome, right? Okay, so what I want to check is the item distance, and then like get the maximum distance between them, and then put the item there, right? So let's for each var item in item entities, right? Then we need to have a float BSF equals, so I want the maximum distance, yeah, so 0. And then I want to figure out, or I guess this section needs to be in a normal for loop. No for each. Ew, get away. For int I is 0, I less than, what's it called? I like how you said C# gang, right as I specifically am not using the C# gang part of for loop. I like to see the world burn, let's update. No, I think I'm actually good. You know, I would update Godot for $100. Well, actually, that's not true. I would update Godot for less money if I could undo it. I would update Godot and not have to and not be able to unupdate for $100. C style loop stands for C# style, right? That, exactly. So right. So true. Well, I wouldn't even have to use git. I could just update and then, you know, like it's just the exe, right? I could just keep this one, pretty sure at least. Okay, so item entities count. All right. So then okay, I guess this stays here. If there are no items in the conveyor, then we do nothing. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of this because the only place this is called, I believe, is in here, which just passes this in, which we already have access to. So I'm just gonna get rid of that, and we're gonna replace this with item entities count. Okay. So it puts it at the front of the conveyor if there is a true non-moving item, or if there's no items, it puts it at the front of the conveyor belt, right? Then what I want to do is for each item entity, I want to check if the distance from itself to the next thing is greater than item size, basically, and then insert into item entities there with my item. Oh yeah, Raging Acid, thanks for the sub, man. Okay, so if I is 0, then I'm just checking end of conveyor. Do I have the end of conveyor? Item end of conveyor. How are you? Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, item end of conveyor. Oh, conveyor end dist. Okay, that's the one I want. Okay, okay. So conveyor end dist minus item entities I distance moved. And this will give me how far away from the end of the conveyor I am. Yeah, okay. So then BSF equals this. Actually, then we can just do this. If BSF is greater than item size, then we're just gonna... I just break, I guess, right? Actually, no. Yeah, I just return item end of conveyor. Okay. So basically, if the first item, or it should be sorted. The item entity should be sorted from 0 index to whatever count by distance moved. It should be by the distance moved. So if the first one has enough space for the item to be inserted at the end of the conveyor, then we do that, right? Then if it's not 0, then I want to check. Okay, so or this should be BSF equals math.max in these two. And itself, of course. Hey, BSF is a good number. It's a good name. Okay, BSF means best so far. Okay, anybody who's done a depth search first, okay, BSF my goat. Anyone who's done a sorting, BSF, you understand it. Okay. Hold on, let me add my. I'm sure there's like a long stream or like list of streams that I did not add to my YouTube playlist of this whole thing, but whatever. Look, if someone goes and watches the whole thing, they complain to me, I'll add it. You know? And until then, no harm done, right? If they miss an important stream and they didn't even notice, clearly the playlist did its job then, right? If they feel like they're missing a huge chunk, then someone will tell me. So dude, is my pizza? Dude, I haven't eaten like today at all. So I got a pizza, but it's taking so long, dude. My man's is driving at the speed of fucking LA traffic, I guess, which is where I live, so it's not that surprising. But come on, dude. Okay, so then here BSF equals math.max item entities I dot distance moved minus item entities I minus 1 distance moved BSF. Does this work? Hold on. I'm the furthest. Yeah, that works. Well, I guess actually I don't need BSF. I don't want to insert in the biggest slot. I just want to insert where there is a slot, right? If there is a slot, I should move. So no BSF actually. We just do, well, I guess we can just do float moved. And then no more any of this shit. Okay. Okay, cool. So then down here in moved, if moved is, I mean, it's the same check actually, right? Isn't this the same check? Yeah. Here, so we can actually move this out then. Oh, no, wait. No. This has to go in here. This one, rather than returning item end of conveyor, we need to return whatever number we're at. So this whole thing goes actually in here. And then instead of item entities.count, this should just be I think. I have no idea what this times 50 is, by the way, dog. I don't fucking know. But, you know, whatever. Okay, so then we return position in here. And then if it fails both of these, then I guess no matter what, I'll just return item end of conveyor at the end. All right, I'm gonna go pee. We'll run this, see if this just magically fucking works on the first try. And if it does, I'm a genius, dude, okay? If it does, I've become the smartest man to ever live on this fucking earth. But the chances of that happening are pretty slim, so. You know, we're probably gonna keep the average fucking normal brain levels. 5 pizzas here. Let's go. Ugh. Finally, sustenance. Ugh, okay. I should probably plug my phone in. My phone's like, you know, it's such a like I don't want to say like toxic mindset, but like it's such a fucking dumbass mindset. It's like if my phone has like 80% charge at night, I don't plug it in. I don't know why. Okay, I don't know if I just fucking hate myself or what, but I don't plug it in. I'm like, it has enough charge for tomorrow. It's chill, right? Am I crazy? I don't use my phone that much. Like I think my screen time is like maybe like an hour a day, and it's mostly just at night when I'm just like doom scrolling to go to sleep, you know. Pizza time! No pineapple. Although I don't know if this place has pineapple. They might just not have it at all. Okay. So let's see if my shit works. Am I the smartest man of all time? Perchance. I mean, that'd be pretty cool, you know. Hmm. Hmm. So, you know, like I said, you know, I hedged my bet. Turns out not the smartest man of all time, as expected. Okay, Jesus Christ, that did not work well. What the fuck happened, man? Okay. Let me try with 2. See what happens when I have 2. Okay, yeah, see, so The biggest problem is this. So when it inserts it, hold on. Puts it down, and that's the one that's teleporting. Yeah, that one's teleporting for sure. Why? Why? Does stop item entity do anything other than call is moving? Where do you, what are you? Who are you? Is moving. I don't check this in an if anywhere. Nope, I don't. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Wait, I'm dumb as fuck. I didn't. right. Hold on. I didn't insert it at the right place. Right. Okay. I basically just did the same thing I was doing before. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. So, in insert item, this guy. Okay. So rather than doing this, item entities add. Insert. Okay. So get inserter position. This needs to also return, or I need to be able to get the, I mean, I could make another function too. This needs to be able to get the I. And it should be I like I pissed myself. Yeah. Just use cursor, bro. Guys, can I be a professional vibe coder? I think I could be a professional vibe coder if every time my code didn't compile, I stuck a vibrator up my ass and then it like fucking killed me. You know, I think that's the only way I become a vibe coder, dude. Rate pizza 1 through 10. I think this place is pretty good. It's like I never heard of it before. I mean, the pizza's a little greasy, so I should probably also like. Yeah, I gotta go get a paper towel. It's so greasy. I gotta like dab the grease off the top, you know. Like some people, like I mean, okay, this is like school pizza was all the time like this, where like the pizza was just so fucking. It's like I don't know what they do to it. I don't know if they're cooking it wrong or something, but there's just so much grease, dude. So I gotta do that. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die of even an earlier heart attack. Like, I get that it does make it look, like, better. Like, you know, like, you want to look at a pizza and have it be, like, a little wet. If it's super dry, that doesn't look good either. But, like, I don't know. It's just a little excessive is all I'm saying, dude. They could do a little less. They could just have a guy just run a paper towel over it like I'm doing right now. And I think it would improve tenfold. If they didn't have this problem, I'd order from here, like, all the time. But, well, I mean, all the time as in however often I order. Which used to be way more often, because there was this place near my old apartment where I could order a fucking pizza, and it was like $30 for like a 30-inch pizza. It was insane. And it wasn't even like bad pizza. It was like decent, right? And that would like, I could literally eat a 30-inch pizza for like a week, dude. It's so much food. I was just like, how can I say no to this fucking deal? And then I moved, and now that place is too far. Unlucky, but. Rating with decimals, I give them like an 8.5, you know? Like a 9 in taste, a 7 in the fact that I gotta do this shit every time I just want to eat my fucking food. but it's pretty good. And the price is like okay. It's not $30 for 30 inches. It's like normal pizza price. Like $20 and like a $5 delivery fee. I can't complain, you know. BSF. I mean, near me right now, yeah, this is 100% the BSF, dude. Although I'm not doing a depth search first. I'm doing a go until something that's edible that's like cheap enough first search type shit. Okay, I think rather than doing this, let's move this out, actually. Move this out to here. So basically, oops, no. Rather than doing it this way, this is going to return an int now, okay? And then if it's, okay, if it's, hold on, wait. If it's 0, yeah, okay. This is 0, yeah, okay. And then this would be, so let's see, if I is 1, I'm checking the distance between I and, so okay, if I have, this would be 0, this would be 1. And let's say this is less than 32, okay? So it's going to check this distance. Let's say this is 100. Then I want to insert, it's going to insert at x minus 32. And then it should be position 1. So it should be I. Okay, yeah. Return I. Maybe? Yeah, can I get an AI turn to my brain, please, so it can help me with my problems? I mean, to be fair, we're probably moving there at a rapid pace, you know. I think within the next couple of years. I mean, not on your brain, but like, you'll be able to like basically sell all your data to ChatGPT for free. Like, here's my entire online digital footprint, ChatGPT. Be my best friend and my girlfriend and my therapist and my mom all at the same time. You know what I mean? I'm sure we're moving there in a relatively small amount of time. And then you know what? Then maybe programming will be, Cursor will help me. Claude, he'll be like, oh, so you're just a fucking idiot and you thought about it this way. And I'll be like, oh, you're so right, King. You're actually so fucking right, dude. Okay, so then down here now, rather than this, we're doing int pause equals this. Then we calculate the position using this, right? And then this is now, instead of maximum variable items minus I. No, wait, hold on. I have a calculate position call, right? Calculate position, how do you work? Calculate position. Makes in vector position. Helpful. Not helpful at all. It's a piece of shit. It's fucking useless. It's fucking dumb. Okay. Used Cloud at work today. It was entirely wrong. Smiley face. You know what? We love to hear it, baby. Maybe I will have a job in 2025, you know? Oh. What happened? Did my stream die? Uh-oh. Am I good? Still running. What the fuck happened? My internet just like died. Like fully. What? How am I still streaming? Okay, hold on. Dude, what the fuck is happening? Okay, I have fully no internet. Oh, it's back. Okay. Just gonna ignore it, you know? Just gonna pretend it didn't happen, man. You know, if it keeps working, what's the big deal, right? What's the big deal? Okie doke. So, I need to calculate. Okay, you know what you know what I actually want to make? I don't know how I've existed. Like, I don't have this function yet. Okay. Calculate position. I'm actually gonna rename this to calculate position on items. This one is just gonna be calculate position with int dist moved. Okay. So I think I copy this still because I want the dirt to middle and I want the starting pause. Okay, hold on. How does this? What is this doing? Starting position plus the direction to the middle times the item size times the max conveyor items minus the non-moving items minus the direction to middle times 50. Hold on. So it's the position at the beginning plus here direction to middle times, let's say, just 4 times item size. So that would end up here. And then minus dirt to middle times 50. This is the sprite over 2, I think. And I use the magic number because I'm fucking evil, right? So then minus 50 backwards. But then how does this calculate if I'm past the middle? I don't understand, dude. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, this is plus. Okay, see, here. If I have a conveyor that's like this and then like this, right? So we're turning to the right, okay? Imagine we're turning right, okay? So I start here. Dirt to middle plus all the way is just here. How do I get here? Okay. Size is 128? Yes, okay. So okay. First of all, I don't even know what this is. I don't even know why I'm doing this because I'm pretty sure I just have direction to middle by having dir. Oh, but it's a okay, right. Okay, that's fine. Hold on. Tile entity, you have a way to convert that, right? My enum to a vector 2, correct? Or am I stupid? Direction. Don't I just have like a thing? Yes, right here. Okay, get direction vector. Yeah, so this just calls get direction vector. And I will cast it to a vector 2. Oh. Okay, cool. Can I get rid of this cast, maybe? Cool, okay. So I've got this now. Then all I really want to do is multiply by, okay, so if dist moved is greater than size over 2, then I want to update the position. So we need to, hold on. Vector 2 pause equals, and this will equal what? Okay, this is the real one. Okay, so I want this, and then vector 2 pause equals starting pause. Okay. Hold on. So if I'm facing right. Oh no, I do remember why I need the position. Right. Okay. Because right. If it's facing right, I'm always gonna get here, which is wrong. Okay, this is not dirt to middle then. This is direction, or this is like final dir. How do I not have just like a start and end direction? How does that not just exist in this game? I really should just like I genuinely really should just redo this whole thing. This whole thing is so bad. It's actually insane how bad it is, dude. Did I just redo it from scratch? We just refactor and that's the stream. I refactor my conveyor movement. And it's not even like the worst part is that I was gonna refactor it to be better, and I'm not even doing that. This is just the first way I did this was so bad. I need to refactor it to be better. Right. What's up, Broer Soul Surgeon? Trying to send me to my new addiction. How do you roguelike Factorio? Okay. You know Wave Defense of Factorio? Imagine that as a standalone game. I don't want to redo the whole thing though yet, right? I just don't. I mean, I should, but I don't want to. I simply don't want to, okay? God forbid a man doesn't want to do it. Yeah, I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And you know what? Consent is key. All right. My code or I'm not consenting to refactor my code. So we're not doing it. All right. I'm gonna go pee and get water. I'll be back. You know, I'm realizing I should probably just make a command like exclamation point pitch, and then people can just do that, you know. But I kind of hate it when I'm watching a streamer and I'm like asking a question genuinely, and they're like, just fucking exclamation point pitch, and I'm like, okay, well, fucking whatever, dude. Fucking whatever, dude. All right. Yeah. So I would prefer to not. Okay, hold on. Durvek, what is you? Ah, that's this way. So what is Dur then? Dur. Oh Jesus, right? Okay. Hold on. I can fix her. What are you? Oh, I have Durvek. Oh, okay. Well, that's chill. So hold on. What I'm trying to figure out is I don't have. How do I not have the direction that I'm in? That to me makes no sense. I only have the direction I'm facing. I don't have the direction of the thing connecting to me. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me, dude? How did I get this far in life, man? I just don't know, man. I just don't know. I don't know, man. It's crazy that it doesn't work that way. Like, it really is, though. In fact, I don't even know how any of this works. Like, I guess it's just a position thing, but that's so dog shit. This is so dog shit. Okay. Let's do that, at least. It's not a full refactor, but at least give me some fucking, you know, anything, right? So, okay, I've got items end of conveyor. Then I need vector 2 item start of conveyor. Like, I don't know how this doesn't exist. I genuinely do not have any. I have no clue. So, okay, in here I'm setting item end of conveyor. Do I have a prev conveyor? Okay, I do have previous conveyor. Is this used anywhere? Because it really shouldn't be used anywhere. I think the only reason it should be used is so that, like, specifically for this, basically. Okay, so I have it, so we can just check in here. No, tile update's gonna be called first, right? Like, no matter what, if I instantiate a new conveyor at the bottom where the conveyor, the previous conveyor actually gets set in tile update, is just called after, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. So I guess to start by default, I'll just have item start of conveyor equal. It's the same thing, global position plus Durvek times size over 2, but minus. Okay. Oh, right. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, yeah. This one is correct. It's good. Minus Durvek times size over 2. Yep, okay. Then in tile update, wherever you are, my king. Okay, in here. So in here, I am connecting to something. Okay, so in this one, no, it's fine. Something else is connecting to me. I want to set. Okay, in here, direction equals vec minus tile.vec. Okay. If it equals conveyor.durvec, that doesn't make any sense, dude. Hold on. Brave conveyor equals this. This function is a mess. I mean, again, it's been a year since I looked at it, so again, give me a little bit of slack, right? But like, God, dude, what am I looking at? What am I looking at, dude? Why do I even have this call? Something else is connected to me. Who cares? I already set the next conveyor to this. And I swear it doesn't even work. I swear it doesn't even fucking work, dude. Because this is checking. Okay, this is my tile, like my vector minus its vector, and then I'm checking if this direction is equal to the direction I'm facing, which doesn't work, right? Because if I place this tile here and this one's going to the right, this one minus this one is going to be 0, -1, or wait, mine minus this one. It'll be 0, +1, and my direction is 1, 0. So it doesn't even fucking work. I don't know how this works. You know, it really is a fucking miracle that I've gotten this. Like, it's truly a fucking miracle, yeah. Miracle on fucking Christmas, or Christmas on Miracle Street. I don't even fucking know the movie, dude. Tile.dir not equals my direction. See, but what? Like, this doesn't make any sense. Something could connect to me if it's not. Is this okay? Hold on. Is this entirely not needed? If I comment this whole thing out, does my game still fucking work perfectly fine? I mean, that would be really, like, genuinely just depressing, you know? That would be so actually sad. I don't even know how I'd feel. Oh, I guess this isn't working right now. Fuck my life, dude. Fuck my chungus life. Fuck my stupid incel life. How do I... okay, I'm gonna just comment this out for now. It's not even useful. I don't even care. And then this guy. Okay, I should just be able to replace this with pause, and then this with position, and then this with position, and then comment this out. And I think now it should be back. Is that whole thing completely unnecessary? I really hope it's not. I really hope. Okay, so that's working perfectly fine. Okay. So now what happens if I like do this? And then I like maybe like do this, and then like maybe I do this. Does this break? Aha. Okay. No, maybe not. Is it fun? Okay. I need to place this first and then this one. And then I need to also check this one. Okay. You know what? I guess it's good to know that that whole thing doesn't work. You know, that's just fucking great to know, right? This doesn't even... Else if not removed. And then I'm checking if removed. I don't understand. I mean, okay, I want to comment this out because I think it's useless, but I'm very afraid that I'm going to do that, and then something down the line is going to break because I have no test. Imagine having tests in your game. Imagine doing test-driven development. Could it be me, dude? Something else is connecting to me. Yeah, okay. When is this even useful? If I'm placing something down, it shouldn't be even triggering. So actually, no, this should be necessary, but apparently it's not. Because I only call trigger listeners on the what do you call? So like, okay, the way that my tile system works, and at least I'm pretty confident, is if I place a tile here and there's a conveyor already here, it should call trigger listener, which then calls tile update on this guy. So that's what this one should be. That's what this one should be. This one should be direction equals Dervec. Else if not removed. So this is checking. Okay. I am connecting to something means that, yeah, it's okay. This makes sense. Right. So if the Dervec is equal to direction, then that means that the thing that is in front of me is the other tile. Okay, right. Okay, yeah. And then if not removed, then something else is connecting to me. I mean, it clearly worked without this, but I'm gonna keep it here anyways because this makes sense to me. It makes sense that this should be here, even if it doesn't actually work and isn't necessary. Okay, it makes me feel safe. This is my safe space. I feel so happy with this else if being here, even if it makes me a little bit unhappy. All right. Adios, Elgin. Good night, my dude. Okay. So in the I'm connecting to something, let's in here do next conveyor. Wait, next conveyor equals conveyor. Yeah, okay. I'm connected. Okay, so conveyor dot start of conveyor equals, and then I'm gonna go get the same call from the ready function. This thing, okay. So conveyor dot item start of conveyor. Oh, but then if I break it. Okay, wait, hold on. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. So if removed, then next conveyor is equal to null, and I set my own item of. So this is something. Wait, I'm connected to something. So something connected to me is breaking. Then I want to reset my item start of conveyor. Yes. Okay. Boom. Or boom. Okay. And then if I'm placing, then I want to set my item start of conveyor to the same call, but instead of global or instead of Dervec, this is now going to be direction. Okay. Now with all that being said, let me go back up here to calculate position. Okay, calculate position. Okay, so then now this is no longer dir to middle. This is now starting position needs to be global position minus not dir to middle. This needs to be no. Starting position. I already have it. Okay. This is just equal to starting or item start of conveyor. Okay. Then, if the distance moved is greater than size over 2, which means that we have reached the middle, okay, then starting position plus equals okay, it'll be what? Item or no. Global position minus item start of conveyor normalized times size over 2, and then dist moved minus equals size over 2. And then down here, starting pause, name this the pause, I guess. This is now plus equals Dervec times dist moved. And then I return pause. Okay, I think this should calculate the position based on the distance moved. So now, rather than doing this here, I get the position that I want to be at. Or I guess I don't want to get the... Okay, hold on. No. Okay, this should return... This is actually a float. This is float. Get inserted position is returning the distance moved that I want to be put at. That's what's happening now, okay? So rather than returning I and 0, I want to return here item entities items entities I minus 1 dot distance moved minus item size. And then in here, rather than returning 0, I want to return now the end of the conveyor, which would be 128. So I guess I return size in all of these. And then back down here. So now it's float pause, or so this is now float. Oh yeah, we can call it float pause. And then this calculate position pause. Oh, and then this is a float. Operator star cannot be. Oh, it's vector 2i. Okay. Oh, but then I forgot I don't actually. Okay. I do need the position of the thing, right? Fuck, I need I forgot, dude. This needs to actually be 0 or I. I forgot. That's like the whole reason I just did this. Fucking piece of shit, dude. Okay, hold on, wait. Undo. Change my mind. I changed my mind. Put it back to 0. Put it back to. Or no, wait. Hold on, wait. I want this to be copied, and then we're gonna keep undoing. Okay. Until we're so back. Okay. So delete this. Add the position. Paste this. This I is now pause. Or no. This is okay, calculate position with this float. It's mad. Oh, I didn't. Okay, we gotta change this back to float, right? Okay. Put vector 2 again here. Okay. Let me cook. Okay, let me cook. I'm getting somewhere. I'm so locked in. And then now I insert at pause and item. Dude, if this works, that would be so nuts. That would actually be the craziest thing that's ever happened to me. Yeah. Like in my life. This is like the chance of this just working off rip is like less likely than me winning the fucking lottery, dude. All right, we'll see though. I gotta say, I don't think it worked. You know, something about it seems like it didn't work. Okay. Right. Dude, what happened? How long does this go on for? Let's just try maybe inserting onto one conveyor belt. Does it do the same thing? Okay. I'm sure there's an error. That's why it's repeating so many times. Hope there's a fucking error. There's not an error. This is all sorts of fucked, dude. Error. Okay, good. Index out of range in here. Okay. So let's pause here. Okay. We're going through item entities. Ah. Right. Yeah, okay. That would do it. Right. Okay. If pause is 0, else put this shit in there. Okay. Item sprite global position equals end of item in the conveyor. For this, Okay. Okay. What if I put a conveyor up here? Okay, so two of the items are merged into one. This second item, you see how it's like kind of fat, right? It's kind of fat because there's another item under there. So, alrighty, let's start doing some debugging then. Okay, host, place, place, place. Okay, the position is 0. Yep. Now position should be. Oh, it's gonna be 0. Oh, yeah. Okay, right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, wait, hold on. Down here, I return item entities dot count. -1? No, I think this should. I don't know if insert fails on a +1, but hopefully it doesn't. Let's see. Okay. Position 0. Yeah, that's correct. Now position should be 1. And does insert at 1 work correctly? Please tell me it works correctly, dude. I need you to tell me this is chill. And that's good. Minus item size 32. Yeah, okay. It's perfect even, I would say. Insert at position. Okay, wait, hold on. Is it chill? Okay, hold on. Okay. So my calculate position is wrong. Actually, let me just double check. Calculate position should be 128. Then or it shouldn't be called the first time. It should be 128 minus 32 minus 64 minus 120 or minus 96. That's what it should be doing here, I think. So 1, and then second one, pause is 1. Distance moved is 128 minus item size. So continue again. Then now it is 96 minus item size. Continue again. Then it is 64 minus item size. Continue again. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So calculate position is obviously wrong. And I think what's wrong is actually that I'm forgetting that I need the end of conveyor is different than this. So the starter, okay. What's weird is that my conveyors are very offset. So a conveyor, I'm remembering now, this is 128 by 128. But the items stop here, right? And then they overlap like this off the conveyor. So if I want them to go off the conveyor like that, then can get rid of this too also. I think that's why this has this at the end here, minus dir to middle times 50. Okay. Yeah, right, okay. What if I just started out like this? Like, I doubt this is gonna work. But like, what if I just started out like this? Worked? And it worked like perfectly? Ain't no way, bro. It just worked? That's crazy. How did it just work? I can't believe that. Wait, okay, hold on. Okay. So now let's try the previous thing where I activate all of them at once. Is this totally chill now? Okay, there's still warping. No, yeah, they're still warping a lot. Okay, great. Really? Oh, man, I'm indeed having a brain aneurysm. Ugh, fuck, dude, why though? Okay, hold on. We gotta watch this very closely. So when I place this down, actually, let me do two at once. Two at once is the easiest to debug. So it placed it in front and then moved it backwards, right? You saw that? Yeah, it went backwards. Why is it going backwards? And now it's teleporting again. I just don't. Okay, hold on. In physics process, this is where it sends it to the next conveyor, right? So if not moving, then we just continue. Then, or no, here, send the next conveyor. So in this else if, so if the item is at the end of the conveyor, its distance is greater than or equal to conveyor dist, or conveyor end dist, then stop at end if no next. Next conveyor equals null. And then if the next conveyor is full, we do nothing, and then we send it to the next one. Okay. When I send it to the next conveyor, how does that work? Send it to next conveyor is somewhere here. Send it to next conveyor. Where are you? It's in, yeah, okay, it's the next conveyor. Okay. My minus equals size. I mean, okay, I'm trying to figure out why they're teleporting is the thing. Like, why do they teleport? Like, in at least in my head, the way that the code flows, it should always be moving. Unless it's... So, okay, when it teleports, it's teleporting... But why is it teleporting? I don't even set the... I'm not setting anything in here. The global position is not being set at all. And these aren't children of it. So the only way that that's happening is it's getting called at stop item entity. That's what's happening. This is getting called here, and it is calculating that it's at 0, I guess. Okay, what if I try this instead? Wait, no, that doesn't work. Okay, so clearly either my stop calls, these are wrong, or something else is wrong. Stop if item is ahead. Stop if item is at end of conveyor. So it's like distance is distance moved plus moved. I'm trying to figure that out right now, W man. That's what I'm also trying to figure out the mystery of how this shit works, dude. I'm doing the same thing. I'm asking the same questions, bro. Yeah, I did program a dumb way. You don't gotta fucking call me out, okay? With no cyberbullying, okay? I thought you programmed in a dumb way. Fuck you, W man. Okay, hold on. Stop item entity. Item entity is I, non-moving items. So this is if the item dist is, yeah, this makes sense. Why is it teleporting? Why is it teleporting? I can't understand it, dude. I'm trying so hard for her, but it doesn't. Okay. So what's happening is it's being set at 0. Wait, no, but why? Don't definition of insanity me, okay? I swear, every time I do this, I'm learning. You gotta believe. Okay. Factorio Bacon, I feel like if you can't tell this is not for Factorio, I think you need to get eye upgrades, dog. if you think that this looks like a Factorio mod, you know, like again, it's understandable when the game's not running, but when this is happening, I think, and you're like questioning if this is for Factorio, I think you gotta get eyeball mods, dog. I think you gotta get like a new prescription. You gotta get something, man. And then it moves backwards? Why does it move backwards? How does it move back? How does it even know to do that? I didn't even know how it's possible, dude. I had to put up on the floor and say, you're trying to use entities for this. Fuck you, W, man. Ugh. Asking because of how poor latency can be for Factorio multiplayer. So my multiplayer is actually already done. Here, I'll do a quick demo just for anyone also who's like, because I've done zero multiplayer like development today, because it's basically done at this point. When I place my shit down, right? The way that I have multiplayer set up is that both games are running the same instance. Like it should be deterministic. I don't actually know that for sure yet, but that's the plan. So far it seems good enough, right? I'm sure there's gonna be desyncs in some way, but every frame or every update in on the host client, I send over the data and I have a 10 buffer or 10 updates to buffer with. So basically, on the client's always gonna be 10 frames behind, just period. I mean, I'll probably change that number in the future, but as of right now, I have 10 frames of buffer to deal with things like jitter. But then also, or wait, hold on yet. So the server is the true source of knowledge, right? So it's telling the client, this is what happened on this update, and then the next update, and then the next, and then so on and so forth, right? Every update that the client receives, it puts it into that buffer list and will run the same exact update. So every tile that was placed, every the monster was spawned, all that stuff will be emulated on the client like perfectly, right? And then if the client misses one of those updates and I'm missing it, or I don't have, like, I run out of buffer frames essentially, it just pauses and waits for the server to send stuff down. So here, if I run my game and I start having or if I start having things get inserted and then I hold O, things will freeze. But then, as you can see, when I let go of O, yeah, I don't know what's up with the second one there. I'm fixing the conveyor belt right now, okay? So don't worry about that. But when I pause, it holds those frames and then it fast forwards and updates through all of them at the same time. So basically, it's like essentially a little bit of rollback. No, if the game desyncs, smoothing is not gonna cope that. That's like saying like that's like saying I can fix her when she's already burned your house down. You know, like you're beyond cope. It's just broken at that point. You can't deal with it anymore. If my game desyncs, everything breaks. So there's no amount of smoothness or client-side interpolation I could do to ever fix it. It would just die. This is similar to how Factorio has it currently. I'm just curious if this fixes the horrible problem Factorio has itself when you're connected to a server and it's extreme delay. No, right now I have none of that. I'm planning on doing a lot more client-side, client-side like prediction stuff, so that it feels better. But the server is gonna be always the one source of truth, no matter what. If I break an item, you know, that the server has to tell me I broke the item, otherwise I can't use it because otherwise everything would break. I spent a long time thinking about how I wanted to implement this tactical bacon, but I came to the conclusion that this is basically the only way that I can have it work. I don't know if Factorio does the same fast forward as I do. I looked at their FFFs a little bit and they didn't go super in depth with it. But yeah, no, there's no way. I mean, I basically, the things that you can do to make that feel better is you can do client-side interpolation, and then you can basically have prediction frames for this is what probably happened, and then the server would tell you that happened, and then, you know, you would do XYZ with that information. You would snap the correct, like you snap to the correct positions and stuff, right? If you're creating a client-side prediction, why not have that separate? I strongly believe that you could have a huge falling base if you created this fix alone. I talked to Codex on and off, and there is a fast forward. Yes, interesting. Really? I mean, well, again, the thing is though is that if there is a desync, there's a huge problem. Like I was planning initially on doing actually rollback. If you're holy fuck, dude, I'm having a fucking aneurysm. If you're familiar with what rollback is in fighting games, but I would have to keep the entire or like so much data in RAM that it seemed to me like it was just not going to work. But again, more than anything, the way that you can fix the feeling of it being really delayed is much more just what do you call it? It's just much more easy to what am I saying? Dude, fuck. It's a lot easier to fake it, basically, right? If you just fake the, like, when you break a conveyor belt on your screen, you'll get it in your inventory immediately, and it'll give you the +1. And then if the server disagrees, it'll just tell you, undo all that shit you just did, right? As long as there's no PvP or combat aspect issues with desync and creating fake predictions to remove delay, this would be a huge fix. Yeah, so there's no... Oh, I'm planning on not having any PvP, at least right now. Or at least not like, okay, there's no player combat. Like, players fighting each other is not a thing. All my combat is done through turrets, at least currently. And I think I'm going to keep it that way. Or not just turrets, but like tile-based entities, right? All, like, basically, the tiles are all going to... Or the world state should be synced together because the tiles are going to be able to combat. Like, you can put stuff into an inventory, and that's never going to be instant no matter what. You just can't do anything about that. But that's okay, you know? Wish I was better at coding when watching you streaming, because then I would have told you making conveyors using entities on top of them was a bad idea. It's not a bad idea, okay? The way that you want to do it is, I actually think, a worse idea. Because it's just so much more complicated. I mean, maybe I shouldn't say worse, but it's so much more complicated that it would have taken me like forever. And if I'm gonna make it really complicated, I might as well do it the cool way, right? Okay, so why is it teleporting? Okay, so I'm starting to wrap my head around why it's teleporting. I can see into like the reasoning why, and what's happening is it's calling stop item entity, and then it's moving it to the foremost front area, which then causes it on the next thing to send it to the next conveyor belt. Now I don't know why that's not happening. I think what's happening is probably this item dist. Item dist is probably ending up as, well, no, but okay, if it's behind it, then item entities I-1 would be like huge, right? Or negative? It's definitely that complicated, dog. It's way more complicated than just showing you the visual truth of what's happening on the screen. But yeah, technically bacon. I think that's I don't actually know why Factorio doesn't have anything. Like it has basically no client-side protection except for the movement, like of players, from what I understand at least. I don't know why they don't do any sort of like smoothing or anything like that. Like especially for like the inventory. Like when you like just control click on any given inventory, it should just show you what you saw, and then the server should correct your inventory later. Like, I think that's way, way, way better. Okay, theory crafting and implementing are two separate things. I theory crafted how to make an MMO in 5 minutes. Does that mean I can do it? Fucking no, dude. God, this fucking guy theory craft my balls. How about that, huh? Summation map. I fixed the crafters stacking on top of each other from yesterday. Yes, I fixed that. I don't even remember how, so don't ask, but I did fix it. I fixed her. And now I'm trying to fix the conveyors, and I'm fucking so fucking lost, dude. So, okay. So again, I think it's something to do with the ordering. I think the ordering is still somehow wrong, even though I swear I fixed her. Oh yeah, Meishima, thanks for the follow, man. Did you not follow? Okay, I see. I thought you just refollowed, and I was like, dude, I got some fucking guy, Gaming Dog Live. Okay, he refollows me every fucking time he comes to my stream, which is not. And don't start doing this. Okay, no one start. But I appreciate the follow, dog. Good idea. Guys, it ruins your follow age, which is such a it's gonna be such a flex when you can come on my stream and be like, I've been following Lugswo since before he blew up, even though I've been streaming for 5 years already. And dude, I'm on the cusp, dude. I'm about to blow up, dude, for sure, bro. Cause I'm totally uploading my content off Twitch. I'm definitely doing that. Definitely, dude. I'm on the cusp, bro. I'm on the come up. I've been on the come up for 5 years. Okay. Let me get the conveyor to a teleporting state, okay? Well, no, but it's not gonna work because I'm gonna have like 100. Okay, fuck, dude. I was gonna say I'll get it to the point where one of the conveyors is teleporting, but then it's gonna be hard to figure out which conveyor that is, and it's just like so annoying, dude. I guess. Okay, hold on. No. I can fix her. So I'm gonna get a teleporting conveyor. Okay. I'm gonna do one of these. Like that. Like that. Okay, hold on. Wait. Whoa. Stop. Stop the presses. Stop the presses. Stop the masses. Okay. That's quite a shame, isn't it now? It fully hard locked? What happened, dude? Okay, it's stuck in this do while loop. Why? Curveyor is not equal to null. Prev conveyor. Oh, is it an infinite? Is Curveyor and Prev conveyor the same? Wait, no, Curveyor equal. Wait, hold on. This isn't tile update. Curveyor. Okay, where is Prev conveyor? Is it the same? It's not the same. But somehow I think these previous conveyors are the same. Is this previous conveyor? This one is 688. No. Look, that's a bug, but we'll investigate that bug later. Okay. I'm sure it won't be that hard to repeat. Really? Maybe. Hopefully. I hope. Please, for the love of God. Okay. Put these down. Okay, we have warping items. Okay. Break these. What? That's all it takes to fucking hard lock my game? Wait, okay. I guess I have to fix this now because I want to use this for debugging purposes. Okay, hold on. So if I just do this and then break this and place it down. Okay, so it has to be bigger than that, I guess. All right. Make it infinite loop. Break. Place. Oh, good. No, this is wonderful, actually. This is so wonderful, dude. Okay. So my garbage got collected, I guess, but it didn't set it to null. It's probably just that in removed next conveyor. So okay, I am connecting to something. So next conveyor is null. Something is connecting to me. Okay, I don't know why this is even here. Why is not removed here? Right? Like, why? That makes no fucking sense, right? I think this is the problem. I'm pretty confident, at least. I need to set previous conveyor to null somewhere else. That's all I have to do. So okay. Let's try this. A stupid fucking loop. All right, we got the dumbass loops set up, and then I fixed her. Look at that, dude. Okay. Okay, so now for real this time, I'm gonna try to isolate one of the teleporting guys, okay? All right, we got teleporting. Teleporting achieved. Then I'm gonna break these ones behind it and continue the loop. Okay. Okay, so why is it calling? Okay, we can figure this out now. Okay, I've got one of them at least. I think there's 2 items that are working and 1 item that's not working. You see that? So if I just pause in stop item entity, this should not be being called ever. Physics process, if item is ahead, item dist is 0.3. And non-moving items is 0. So yeah, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. So let me check in here. Item entities, there are 2 inside. 0, distance moved is 3.66. This one, distance moved is 1.66. So it's permanently behind it, and it's not okay. I think I'm starting to understand what's going on now. Yeah. So the problem is that this non-moving items. So okay, basically okay. Here, if an item. So we've got the item here, and another item spawns here. Okay, just for whatever reason, which this technically shouldn't be possible, but it is for now, right? This item spawns here. It is actually going to be teleported on top of this thing because this one is technically not moving. This one is not a not moving item. My system is definitely more complicated than your system. Okay, if that's true argument, I want you to go implement it right now. And if you don't implement it right now, I will copy paste all of your code and I will give you 1% of the money that comes from my game. Okay, if you can do it in like 10 seconds and say that it's easy and good, then I will give you whatever you fucking want, dude. And I 100% disagree. You're gonna run into the same problems that I'm running into right now. Like updating the offsets is exactly the same as updating the positions. They're the same thing. It's the same problem. You're not gonna have like it's not gonna be that much of an easier fix, you know. Okay. So the problem is this non-moving items. This is the problem is. And I think I actually have an easy-ish solution. Okay. The offsets aren't actually involved in any checks. Okay, so how? How do you know when to stop the offset? How do you know when to stop the item from moving? Because that's a check. No, is it not? How do you know where the offset should be? That's a check, right? Am I not correct? The only check that is used is that whenever the offset hits 0, the item checks if the next space is filled. If not, it moves into that space, then sets the offset back to the maximum in that direction. I mean, okay, sure. So I'm doing the exact same thing right now, but it's a different problem. I'm literally doing that right now, essentially. The problem is this, okay? It's the fact that this, if the items in front of it are still moving, I mean, again, more than anything, I should just make it so that an item can't be inserted there. And I don't know why it's working that way. The item should be getting inserted slightly behind it, but I think the problem is really just this non-moving item. So rather than doing this, what I should do is I should just stop the item, right? I mean, the whole reason I have this whole stupid system is because I wanted the items to be perfectly spaced apart from each other, because otherwise they aren't. But the way I can do that is just putting in stop item entity. Okay, hold on. Let's just quickly try to fix this. So rather than calling stop item entities with this, I'm actually going to call with, or hold on. Okay, never mind. Never mind. So I want to stop the item. So if there's an item ahead of it, I should just put it exactly 32 behind the item ahead of it, right? Like, that's all that should be happening right now. Maybe I should just refactor this whole thing, because my calculate position with distance moved is working perfectly fine, right? Aren't your item positions stored as positions along the conveyor belt? Yes, but are not the offsets the same exact thing? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, if the list is sorted by position, it doesn't matter, right? Which I think I'm currently doing. I could be wrong, but I think I am. Yeah, this is the whole dog shit code that I need to get rid of eventually. I mean, this should all just be gone. Like, this is so fucking bad, dude. Like, okay, but what is that? Okay, if you have a position plus an offset, that's the exact same as just having a position at the position plus offset, correct? It's the same thing, right? Did I press Control V? How did I do that? That was nuts. Okay. Hold on, I gotta go pee. I'll be back in a sec, chat. Oh. Hello, Mr. Pip. Simplifying the way items are stored to guarantee they cannot overlap because only one item can be stored at once. Even if the offset somehow becomes wrong, it fixes itself. Yeah, so like I said, so what's the difference between that and what I'm doing? Like, if I make it so that the item just waits, right, instead of the way I'm doing it now, then it becomes the same thing, no? Like, okay. So I think I can fix this kind of by just if I check if non-moving items is 0, then I don't do anything, right? Oh, but that's gonna cause problems in other ways. Here's the biggest problem that I have right now is that rather than just pausing them when they shouldn't be able to move, I'm setting them to a correct position because I want it to look beautiful, okay? I want it to look pretty and beautiful and gorgeous, and I can fix her like, right? Okay. And the problem is that because I'm doing it that way, there are a lot of bugs that come from the item distance not being correct. Because non-moving items is 0, it's going to set it to the front. So the way that I would rather do this, generally speaking, is I would rather have this so that if there is no item in front, then it sets it to the end of the conveyor belt. And if there is an item in front, it sets it to the item in front minus 32. That's how it should work. So I guess I should just do that. You know, I'm literally saying it like I can't fucking change it. But like I'm in charge of my own fucking world. I could do anything. So, well, yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that like your system isn't that much. Like it's. I think it's equally, if not more, complex, and it solves the issue in the same way that I'm solving the issue. So I don't see a problem, basically, right? Okay, so if the item is at the end of the conveyor belt and there is no next, then the way that this should work is rather than calling this, I should just call calculate position. Or how does this, hold on, how does this get set? Stop item entity. It calls this, okay. So sprite.global position. Well, I don't think I need sprite. I think I can just do item entities. Global position. Oh, okay. Sprite global position equals calculate position 128. Okay, or size, I guess, is the real one, right? And this should also be the same. And then, okay, so now this one, theoretically speaking, this should always actually be -1. Okay, now I'm going to go in here and we're going to comment this whole thing out, okay? Except for this. This can stay. Oh, no, this also has to go. Okay, yeah. So then, the way that this is also going to work, I need to put this in the physics process. So in physics process, if item entities count is 4, conveyor full is true. Conveyor full is false. All right, there we go. This is just a hard truth in my world now, right? Okay. So then in this, rather than doing all that, I'm just going to do entity or var dist moved equals entity dot dist moved minus item size. Then okay, you know what? This cannot be a void. This can be a vector 2. Return calculate position of dist moved. And then come down to where this is called, and then now I do this equals this. All right. Let's just see what happens. You know? Host. Put the conveyors down. Put the dingles down. Put the dingles down. What the fuck? What the fuck? Is it gonna fix itself from here somehow? Why are they like taking a magic? Okay, well, this clearly didn't work. Alrighty, alright. Clearly that was not correct. Okay. Let me run into here just to make sure there's no errors. Okay. Were there any errors potentially in that? I feel like there had to have been, but you know. Why? Why are they making it a curve? Like, I don't understand. Why are they making a curve? Like, do you see that? They're making emergent behavior to curve. It's like I implemented fucking Boyds. What is happening, dude? So, I think that you don't understand how my system works. Otherwise, you would agree with me because they're the same. I'm telling you, they're the same. Okay, you gotta take my word for this, dog. I can't re-explain my whole conveyor system because I don't fully understand it. But I'm telling you that what you're describing and how my system works, they are the same. Now the question is, why the fuck they're doing that shit for? All right, maybe I should just rework the entire thing. I should just refactor this whole thing. This thing's so dog, dude. It's actually horrible. Like. I don't know why they're making a curve. Like Okay, let me comment this out and then uncomment this and then make this a void again. I need to know, okay? Is this the cause of the curve? Or was it something else? I must simply know. Nope, they're curving. You know, I will say the belt looks kind of cool like this though, doesn't it? Where it's just like it's like all jarbled. Doesn't it look kind of cool? I feel like it looks pretty cool like this. Alrighty, let's redo. Or undo, I guess. Okay, so well, I haven't touched the system in literally like a year, I think. I think the last time I touched this conveyor system in general was a year ago. Like, literally a year ago. Okay. Let me check something. I want to see how it's fine when it's just like this, right? Like this is fine. This works all well and dandy, correct? This has no problems. There's no curve here, correct? Just to make sure. Okay. So it skipped one for whatever reason. I don't know why. What's up with that? Okay. That was pretty fucked, dude. That was pretty fucked up, man. That was pretty fucked up, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know why that happened. I have no clue, in fact. Okay. So I'm gonna break all these, okay, except for this one. When I place the belt down here, that is a fucking move, dude. That's fucking that's wacko wild crazy that happens. I didn't even know how that happens, dude. Like, I mean, I really don't. Oh no, I do. It's because all the checks are here. Okay. I am gonna bite the bullet by doing this. Okay. I'm gonna call calculate position based on distance here. And then I'm gonna delete this whole thing, I think. Okay. Now, I don't know. I doubt this is gonna work, for the record. I think my calculate position is definitely bugged, but I would love to see what this does, you know? Like, what that mouse do? So it looks like calculate position is always a full thing behind, which I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what is up with that, you know, but what's so weird is that it works perfectly fine there. Like, what? It works like so perfectly, beautifully fine. Okay, hold on. Okay, okay. So let's pause in here and here and here. Okay, and put us down. Ah. Okay. So then let's pause in here. So the distance moved is 129. Yep. Send to next conveyor is true. And I'm calculating the position based on the distance. Okay. So dist moved is definitely greater than size over 2. Yep. So then position plus equals global position minus item started conveyor. So position is it should the Y should go up. 306 to it went down. Okay. Maybe these are just flipped. Maybe. What's up, Hall? Working the tutorials right now. Dude, if only I did that, huh? If only I worked through the tutorials instead of doing none of that and just you winging it. Okay, hold on. Does this work now? No, no, no. Okay. Okay, no, it's definitely the right way. Hold on, I gotta go pee. Okay. That was not a world record. That was like a fucking speed run, dude. How did I go so fast? My pre-rolls are still off. Fuck, man. I'll be back. Hold on. Fine. Yeah, I wonder actually how much different it would be if I actually followed to like Godot tutorials and documentation instead of just fucking winging it. I feel like honestly I'd be at like pretty like similar place. Like I probably wouldn't use the tile vec or the tile map stuff maybe, but even then I swear I looked at the documentation of that shit for like a long time and I was like it still looks good to me. So okay, so why are you not working is the question. Am I touching the global position anywhere else? I continue. I don't update the position here. In send next conveyor, I do not. So, actually, why is it being set then? Why is it being set? Wait, why is it being set? Okay, hold on. So, I place this down. Okay. So it's moved 129 because it's being placed at 128 according to get inserted position, which returns 0, which then returns. Well, so what's weird is that this is also calling calculate position, right? That's the weird part to me. Like, I literally call calculate position in the insert item, right? Insert item. Oh, I'm not. Well, I do afterwards though, right? So negative 6450. Okay, regardless. Negative 6450. Dir vec is 0, -1, so negative 64, 128. So I'm gonna move up by 32. I moved down again. Am I dumb? Negative 64 minus negative 64 is 0. 64. Oh, it is -1. Okay, wait, no, yeah, never mind. Okay. So -1. Then dist moved minus 32 or 64. Yeah. Then I move also -1. Wait, no, negative in Godot is up, right? Wait, is it? Godot transform. Let's see, hold on. Is Godot -1 up? Doesn't know. Okay. I mean, I could just test this pretty easily. I mean, okay, what's weird is that, okay, hold on. It's figuring it out perfectly, but just minus, like, essentially down 1 tile, right? Like, if I run the game and we just don't pause, it figures it out, like, exactly where it should be, but just down a tile. And then it fixes itself later? Oh. How did it just miss this one? Oh. Huh, indeed, Nick Rumble. That's what I'm saying. Huh? What do you mean? It just skipped the fucking guy. I don't know. This is a fucking mystery to me. Why? What's wrong with you? Are you dumb as fuck? Am I dumb as fuck? Okay, hold on. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I fucking figured it out. Okay. The problem is that when it's already supposed to be on the next one, it's still using the previous one. Now, I don't know if it's a race condition or what for the conveyor thing. I don't know why it skips a sentence, but I'm understanding that. Okay. The problem is that it should be already like this shouldn't be called if it's moved to the next what do you call? Send the next conveyor is true. I should be calculating position with the next conveyor. So if I actually do this, if item entities I send to next conveyor is true, then I actually want to call this, but on next conveyor, calculate position. I don't know if this is gonna fix what I like, fix everything, but this will help a little bit. This will help me slightly. Oh, no, it's not helping me slightly. That's wonderful. No, that's awesome, dude. And then it's gonna put it on the same form. It's not using two at the same time. Okay, hold on. Let me make this. Okay. So let me pause here. Okay, so if I step in, so dist move is 129. Item start conveyor, negative 320, 256. Yep. Pause is 306. Yep. Then global position minus start of conveyor. It's the same. Oh, it doesn't make any difference. Yeah, what the fuck? Never mind. You know, the worst part is that, like, you know, normally when it's like I'm struggling like this on the stream, I feel like by this time, I feel like my brain is cooked, right? But right now, honestly, I feel like I can think at full capacity, and I'm still fucking dying, right? Like, that's the real problem. Okay, negative 320.64. What is my position? Who am I? This thing is currently at... Oh, there's nothing? Now that's quite interesting, don't you think, chat? The fact that there's somehow 0 item entities, yet... Oh, wait, what's the call stack? Oh, I'm in the other one! How does it know that? That's actually crazy! The debugger knows I'm in the other one? Wow, okay, that's impressive. I don't know how it keeps 2 contexts like that, but okay. So send next, okay, send next conveyor is true. What is my position though? My global position is negative 320, 178. Negative 320, 178. So I want to move to like negative 320, like 177 or 179, right? That's what's trying to happen. Negative 320, 178. Oh, I'm just fucking stupid, dude. It's not distance. Wait, no. Wait. Back it all up. Okay, hold on. This shouldn't even be here at all. Now that I think about it, it should just be working from the beginning. What the fuck, dude? Okay, because yeah, I'm at 129. I'm dumb as fuck. I should be calculating that I'm slightly ahead of everything. Why doesn't it work? Dude, I'm trying to rubber duck so hard. You know, I think that chat is like... Streaming programming is such a weird thing. Because, like, you know, like I'm basically rubber ducking to my entire chat. It's like but then the rubber duck talks back to me and calls me fucking stupid. Which sometimes is helpful, but other times is less helpful. You know what I mean? Quack. Dude, the duck's talking back. I think we're hitting the delusional part of coding, where the duck starts to talk back to you, and he starts looking fucking Damn, what that mouse do, Duck? Yeah, why is it down? Why is it down? It shouldn't be down. It should be so beautiful and perfect. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this. This is my last effort, my last ditch effort to make things to make her work, to fix her. Why? What are you doing? How are you down? Okay, hold on. If you reach the I'm just gonna try random stuff, why is it not working phase, is worth taking a step back. Dude, no, that's not true. That's so not true. I think I would get literally nothing done ever if I only worked when I wasn't like, you know how many problems I've solved both in an indie and professional environment by just throwing shit at the wall. Okay, hold on. I'm here. Global position is -78. What is my global position? Can I? Okay, this. I'm -192, -64. So plus 64 minus 50. Yeah, that's plus 14. Oh yeah. Plus 64 minus 14. Okay, that's plus 14. Yeah, it makes sense. Checks out. Okay, it's working. Then. Okay, so again, I should be moving to. Okay, so negative and good though is up. Okay, yeah. So I should be moving to -79. So step through. Okay, position is -192. Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna be moving in the negative direction. Yeah. I'm size over 2. So I should end up at about -128 or -64 here, right? I should be -192, -64. Okay. Then I should be at -192, -129. And then I go down 50? Fuck my life! Fuck my stupid incel life, dude! Okay, hold on. Wait, so yeah, so. -78. And it becomes... And it becomes -79. Wait, it's perfect. Wait. So then why does it go down? What? Okay, surely one of these has to be getting called or something, right? Right? No? Not until it's good? It's a bump. Is it more beneficial for you if I watch your YouTube? I don't really mind, to be fair. I mean, I restream for a reason. It's not supposed to matter. But generally, I mean, I like Twitch chat more just because the names are colorful. YouTube names are all gray, which is very sad. Like here, look, if we look at here, look, they're all gray and sad because it's restream. You know. So that's the real reason why it look, if I'm streaming for ad revenue, I'm doing a terrible fucking job considering I have ads turned off, right? Like I have to manually run my ads. So I would say that it doesn't matter. Whatever you like more. If you like being able to rewind and stuff, then YouTube's probably better for you, but Twitch horrible to grow on without seeding YouTube. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, everyone knows that. Like, again, here's the thing. Okay, like a lot of people, like, yeah, I mean, obviously, am I trying to grow my stream? Sure, but like, there's 100,000 better ways to grow my stream than doing what I'm doing right now, which is streaming. Okay, so like. I just restreamed to YouTube because I already set it up. Honestly, I think if I didn't already have it set up, I'd just be streaming to Twitch because it's too much work, dude. Like, I set it up so long ago, I have no fucking clue how to unset it. I don't even, like, I think OBS actually has restreaming built into it now, and I'm just not using it because I haven't updated my OBS in like 100 years. I'm still using this stupid RTMP thing. And you know what? It works, and I don't care. I haven't touched my stream setup in so long. Okay. So, what is I? I is 0. Wait, I is... Okay. Let me try something else. Okay, I need to do more testing. We need to do deeper dive. So what if I do this? How does that look? Huh. I don't even like. It's consistent? All right, maybe Toby is right. Maybe Mr. Hall in chat is right. I gotta take a step back because what the fuck is going on? I don't even understand how it's possible, dude. I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. I don't understand. You know, like that's just a fucking mystery, dude. Like that's okay. You know what? I guess let's try. It shouldn't matter. Like I should try to fix. Okay, what if I just do sideways from the beginning? If I do sideways from the beginning, does it also look like same as down? Yeah. Okay. They still teleport and they skip. Okay. Wonderful. Amazing. Beautiful. It's not consistent that they skip. That is so crazy, dude. That is so crazy. Okay, what if I do this and then I put it down? It works perfectly. How is it so inconsistent, man? Okay, what if I do like this and then I put it down after? And now it's perfectly fine. It's order dependent. What? All right. No, it doesn't. And even if it did, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter regardless. Placement order does not. I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, like I'm truly at a fucking loss, dude. Okay, I'm gonna go get water. All right, I'm calling for a full brain reset. Okay, cause this is a fucking doozy, dude. This is a fucking doozy, brother. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how we got here, but I digress. I would just completely redo the function. I mostly agree. Okay. This function is trash. Like the way that I program this in general is not good. So I do agree. And I was gonna do that, but then I was like, I don't want to do that. So then I decided not to. But I've kind of already like gone through and half redone it, right? So like okay. Oh, actually I do know why it would. Okay, I'm starting to figure it out actually. Maybe this is important. And I do need her. Maybe this is important. And I need to also set this to... Or I need to set this in here. I need to set this of... Something else connecting to me. Okay, so this needs to be... My start of conveyor is equal to... Yeah. And this direction is the direction of them. Yes. Yeah, it's the current conveyor. Is there not a better way to put that? I don't see a problem. And then the same call here, but in here. And then this is this. Okay. Okay. I think it is placement order. Cause I mean, here, look, if I here, actually, I guess I can do this, right? So we can do a full test. If I do this and then place the inserter, it works. If I do this and then place the inserter. Well, that makes even less sense, dude. I'm at a true loss for words, dude. I broke it and it wait, whoa, hold the fucking phone. I do this, and then you're telling me I break the items, and it fixes itself. Oh my god, dude. Okay, hold on. Let me try this. Let me just... Does this at least kind of work this time? Come on. What if I do this? What if I place that first and then like this? I mean, it's good that it fixes itself, I guess, right? Like that's good. What I just can't wrap my mind around is why it works flawlessly, but only sometimes. I actually physically can't figure it out, dude. I physically don't understand how this is happening. Like, what is causing that to happen? Okay. I'm gonna go in here, okay? I'm gonna place this down. Okay, item entities. There's 4 item entities. Yeah, okay. So this one, global position is 448,206. What is my global position? My global position is 448,192. So this should be 192 minus or plus 14, which it is. Then this one should be plus 14 minus 32, which it is. Am I here just in time for the game stream to end again? No. We're gonna fix this and then I'm gonna end my stream. Actually, I guess should I end my stream or should I play Expedition 33? Because I actually really want. I've been just in the mood to play that game because I like haven't. I don't know. I'll stream on the weekend, so maybe I'll just stream. Well, it's Friday today, right? Yeah, okay. And distance is 128.6. Okay. Is it calling current conveyor during its change to the different conveyor and that causes it to lock up to the last conveyor or skip the whole conveyor? So that's what I thought it was, but it shouldn't make a difference because, okay, so the way that my shit works, right, is, so it's calculating the global position here using the distance, which is 129, okay? Which should give me a position that's actually off the current conveyor belt on the next one, right? Then the next frame, all of them get sent to the next conveyor belt, okay? This is where they actually get sent. And all I'm doing is changing distance moved. I'm minus equaling size, which is the size of the tile. So 128, or my distance right now is 128.6. This will become 120, or 0.6, right? When I do that, so then, and then next frame, it'll be 0.6 plus however far it moved. And I'm going to call calculate position on the new conveyor, right? Here, you know what? I'll actually, okay, let's do this. So 448,206. After this, it's 448. Oh. 448,172. Oh. Wait, what? 448, 139. Okay, hold on. 448, 139. 139. I'm at 0? That is indeed a problem. Okay. Hold on. And this is just a tile I placed. So they're being teleported up currently. That's what's happening, right? They are being teleported up. Why? So I'm at 139. I'm in. Okay, hold on. So step into calculate position. Right. Yeah, okay. So item sort of conveyor is 448.0, which that is wrong. This is just wrong. Okay. This is super duper wrong. What is end of conveyor? It's 448.206. Global position is 448.192. Dervec is 01, size 128.2. Okay. So in tile update, down here, Dervec is 0, -1. Item set conveyor. How does it get 192? Size is always 128. So direction must be not normalized. It's not normalized. It's not fucking normalized, dude. Why can't I call that normalized? Okay. I didn't even know how this was working. This is a vector 2. Why? There's no dot normalized on a vector 2i? Why? What? Okay. Am I fucking stupid? Oh wait, no. Vec and Vec are okay. Never mind. These. It already is normalized, right? Yeah. Okay. So is it this one that's not normalized? Where I set in here, direction is also tile Vec minus Vec. No, that's always gonna be normalized, because so basically the vectors are always gonna be one away from each other, because this is the position on the tile map, right? Not the position of the global, like not the global position, not the float position. This is a position of a grid of my tile map, and they only update each other if they're next to each other. Like the only listeners that I have are next to each other. Okay. Fuck my life! Okay, I figured it out. Okay. Probably gonna work now, right? Probably gonna work now. And this way too. Okay, so the reason why the tile play, okay, so this one does matter. Okay, I was right. She does matter. Okay, this in the tile update, it matters a lot. This whole thing is because I had these, I was dumb. Okay, so now if I do this, what happens? Okay, so this still freaks the fuck out. But that's fine. Okay, that is fine if that freaks out. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Okay. And it even works correctly, which is actually really, I'm surprised that it works so well, honestly. Like, I mean, it's a little bit bugged, I guess, but I'm surprised it works that well. Like, I just need to make sure, that's just logic that I have to do anyways. Like, this is not a bug, this is an unimplemented feature, okay? At least I figured out part of it, why it's broken. Now at least this works again. Okay, hold on. So now if I do this on a straightaway, okay, I'm not gonna say it worked, but it worked way better, right? We can all agree that this is way better than what was happening before. Like, sometimes the items seemingly, like, they kind of wiggle around and they move backwards and stuff, and there's a jump there. But it's a significant improvement above what was happening. And honestly, if that jump didn't happen, I'd be fine with the way that this worked. I don't know why the jump happens. It didn't happen that time either, so it's seemingly not super consistent, which is great to know. That's awesome that it's not consistent. Yeah, I don't love that the jitters a bit, but that's fine, right? Like, that's whatever. Yeah, that's okay. This is much better because now they're actually self-ordering themselves, which is good. Make sure the miners look at the current content of the conveyor in front of it to prevent some small stacking issues. Yeah, no. The stacking is Z order. That's just Z order. I need to fix that in the future. That was like next on my list actually of things to do today. This is definitely better. I mean, there's still definitely bugs for sure, right? Sometimes they just jumped, and it hasn't happened again since they did. Oh yeah, so it just happened there. They just jumped backwards for whatever reason. So I gotta fix that. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know why it's so inconsistent. It happened again. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Maybe it is consistent. Maybe I just wasn't looking in the right place. Yeah, right there. They all just froze. I don't know why the jumping be happening. Why is it jumping? Because that to me looked fine. You know, when it like without the, when there's no obvious jump, it looks actually good to me. Like there's a little bit of like them waiting around and stuff, but it looks good to me otherwise. I don't know. This is still a significant improvement over what was happening before, so I'm gonna call it a W. Remember, I was like, this is gonna be like a short, quick, easy fix, like quick game dev stream, easy peasy, no problems. Conveyor thinks it's full, so it jumps them back. I mean, I don't even know what's causing anything to jump back. I guess I don't have anything that should be causing jumping or like for them to jump back. Is more what I'm thinking. Also, okay, let's also do a quick test just to make sure that they're consistent between in multiplayer. If they end in the same state, they're consistent. So like the same Z fighting ordering. Yeah, okay, good. They're consistent. Thank God. Thank God, dude. Thank God my multiplayer is just it just works, dude. Thank the Lord. Because if this broke multiplayer, I think I would actually. Oh no! The Z ordering is wrong. The Z ordering is wrong. Look right here. It should be the other way. It's. Well, I guess I gotta kill myself, chat. I mean, I just said I was gonna do it, right? Like, I mean, fuck, dude. Yeah, but they should be completely synced. That's how my networking should work. I mean, I guess there's a chance that this was a same frame thing, and actually it's fine. There's a chance that it's the same frame thing. But it shouldn't be. They should be. No, I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. I don't know why. It should be the exact same all the way down. The Z fighting should be. I mean, it is for the most part, right? Like, for the most part, the Z fighting. Oh, no, here it's different. Look, there's like this perfect stack of like 5, and here there's no perfect stack of 5. It's consistent up to here. This is where it breaks. That greatly bothers me, actually. That greatly bothers. It could possibly be just due to something else. It 100% could. This could be due to like it could be literally random whether they generate at the like which one generates first and second. But that shouldn't like in gameplay it doesn't matter. It's just it does bother me. Does bother me a fair bit. Okay, so here's what I want to do before I'm gonna fix the rest of the conveyor belt and then I'll end stream. Okay. I want to fix this because this is obviously still not right. This is obviously incorrect. No. My game runs at 60 FPS or 60 updates per second. Whether or not the game is what do you call is like the FPS difference. This is just the client side FPS. The internal clock is running at 60 FPS always. And I keep them consistent between updates by fast forwarding on the client if it's behind. The server is always going to be the one at like the truth, what's the source of truth. The clients are just basically listening to what the server's doing. Okay, so yeah, why the fuck is this happening, dude? What the fuck? Why? So I think this is calling calculate position here, right? Somewhere. Where the calculate. Okay. Just pause in here. It's calling it now, actually. Ah, right. Okay. Yeah. So hold on. What does it look like right now? It looks totally fucking wrong. Right. Well, actually, okay, hold on. So we're in I0. Okay, so let's continue once. Hopefully this is I of 1 now. I is 1. Okay, nice. I'm gonna center on the other conveyor when it's right on the edge of each conveyor. Yeah, I don't entirely know what's going on with that. I can't even understand like why it looks like this. Cause to me, no, I don't know, dude. Guys, let's figure it out. Okay, so stop item entity is being called. Distance moved is 126.6 minus item size is 32. The distance moved is 94. So, oh, is it just because of this actually? Minus 50 for Durvek. Is that why? Hold on. The position is items on the conveyor, which is negative 192, negative 128. And what am I previously at? Oh, wait, this is going to be wrong. Yeah, okay, hold on. Wait. I mean, I knew that this move thing was not correct, obviously. So, okay. If I'm on the middle line, I don't want to be moved left. Okay, yeah. Hold on. All I have to do is in calculate position. This just needs to be moved only to in here, I think. Now maybe it'll be fixed. I kind of doubt it because it doesn't like logically in my mind that's how I would fix this, but I don't think that's gonna fix it entirely. Yeah, okay. Huh. Okay. That's actually fine then? No, it's the same problem. It's the same problem. Wait, it's okay. When it's calculating, it's moving it to the right first, which doesn't really make any sense to me. Global position minus item set of conveyor. Unless it's just not being set to be correct. Okay, delete this one and then put this down like this. Okay. What is global position is negative 192, negative 192. Item set of conveyor is negative 192, negative 128. Oh, wait, no, yeah. So it's, yeah, it should be up. This should be, okay, so hold on. Position negative 128 or negative 192, negative 128. It should be plus some number, right? Yeah, correct. Okay. And then hold on. This global position. Where am I at? I'm negative 192, negative 192. Item set of conveyor is negative 182, negative 182, negative 128. That's a... Oh no, that's just 64 difference. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So I am lower. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, wait, I'm just dumb as fuck. I'm just dumb as fuck. Okay, hold on. This and this just need to be they need to be flipped. Yeah, okay. All right, wait, hold on. Wait. This needs to go up here. And then this needs to go here, and then this needs to go here. Okay. I think now it should be good. I don't know how many times I've said that today, but I swear for real, this time it should be good. What? It just ignores everything, actually. They're not even... Okay, hold on. Oh, I haven't... If... Okay, hold on. Wait. This. Maybe this time for real? Maybe? Okay, well, I wouldn't call it fixed, but... Okay, so the problem was that I was... okay, so the way that I'm doing this is like kind of dog shit, okay? The way that this calculate position function works is because the middle turn is so weird. I'm basically calculating like how much I go up and... Oh, actually, wait. Maybe this is... Okay, one more try. Move this into here. My conveyors are jank, basically. So is what it really is. And the way that they work from... okay, yeah, Delphi does not. They basically, I need to move them halfway up the middle and then halfway on the other side, right? So that's how they move. But I think that, okay, the problem is that the way that my conveyors move is actually not how I think it is. Like... That's the real problem, is that I have forgotten how my conveyors work. Because the way that my conveyors work, at least on turns, is calculated very strangely. It's like really, really weird, and I'm just remembering that now, and that's why I had that whole stupid fucking function at the bottom that I removed earlier. Okay. So the way that they actually work is they're not actually based on halfway through dist moved. It's some like random number, basically. They basically wait until they reach the halfway position. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to calculate that position. So if the distance moved is greater than the... It should be... What, like the position I'm currently at? No. Wait. Okay, hold on. It should be item start of conveyor minus the position of the middle, okay? Whatever the middle position is, I need to know when I've reached that, like when it's reached that, essentially. Okay, let me explain this in a better way. So if this is the full conveyor, right? This is the conveyor. This. The item, when the edge of the item, like let's say we have a perfect square item, the edge of the item, this is the distance moved at 128. This is the furthest it can go. Which means that actually, the distance moved of it being negative 128 is here. So on a conveyor belt that's doing this, right? Distance moved negative 128 is here, or 0 is here. And then distance moved, like, once it reaches the middle, is like 100 something. And then this is just the last tiny bit, right? Because it can only curve a little bit, just based on how big my items are and how my what do you call this, look? So I need to calculate what that number is. Whatever that number is, which should be... Oh, but item start of conveyor is wrong then, right? Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, fuck, but then item start of conveyor is calculated totally wrong. Yeah, it's not size over 2. How does this even work then? I guess it should be size over 2. Okay, it should be size over 2. plus 50. That's what it should be, I think. Because it should be size over 2 and then plus the item size. Okay, wait. So then rather than changing that, what if instead I do in calculate position, size over 2 in parentheses plus item size over 2. Oh, no, wait. No. Plus, okay, which is plus 50. What if I just use a hard raw number? Then what happens? This is not gonna work. I'm like pretty confident it's not gonna work. Does it at least work like a normal conveyor now again? Okay, so it works on a normal conveyor again, which is cool. I don't know how that's possible, honestly, but okay. Yeah, then when it turns, yeah, it's doing some weird shit, dude. It's doing some very weird shit. I think we all lost the plot. Yeah, I think I lost the plot. Yeah. I mean, again, so the big problem is just that my turning conveyors are just jank as fuck, and they're programmed in a bad way, right? Like that's the issue at hand here. I mean, technically it works. My conveyors actually work perfectly fine now. It just looks totally wrong, right? at least when they're syncopated in this way, right? They just look wrong. So the problem here is that this call is definitely wrong. This needs to not be right. This is being called every time, and it needs to not be, for sure. But when does this need to be called, then? Is the question. Because... Okay, what if I... I'm just gonna Hail Mary one more thing, okay? I'm gonna put Durvec times size over 2, and then inside of this parentheses, I'm gonna put a plus 50. Hold on, 50 plus 64. Yeah, okay, that seems right to me. I don't think this is gonna work, but like I said, I'm just trying some shit out. You know what I mean? If I can fix her, then so be it. If I can't, then that's okay too. You know. From star to end. Oh. Did I not copy paste it correctly? Okay. Star to end. Okay. And down here. Here. I mean, again, I'm very doubtful of this working, but I just want to see what happens, you know? Actually, first let's try this. Normal conveyor again. Yeah, okay. I turn. Okay, that was actually closer than it's ever been to working, you know? That was closer than it's ever been to working. Because it actually stayed on track until the very end. Okay. Well, it has to call both conveyor angles a little bit, right? That's the thing. Because a right-facing conveyor belt, like, okay, I don't have, like, the art for the turned conveyor, but that's what I'm trying to emulate, right? Like, it should act the same. The turned conveyor, like a curved conveyor, and the conveyor belt that I, like, my upright angle, it should work the same way. I just don't have the art for it, because, I mean, come on, fucking obviously, it's a yellow arrow. You think I'm gonna make a yellow curved arrow right now? Like, come on, dude. Okay, so in calculate position, like, this is basically just the whole thing, right? If I can fix this, then everything is chill. Okay, so yeah, it only offsets the first one now, which is exactly correct. This is exactly what it should look like, but the first one is just wrong a little bit. Oh, wait. Plus 50? No. Okay. 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 Oh, and I saw my normal conveyor is also broken now. Yeah, okay. That definitely is not correct, Mundo. Minus 50. You know what? You're actually so right for that, dude. When he's right, he's right. You know, when chat is genius, they just understand the world at a level that I can barely. No, it's definitely not plus minus 50. Okay, minus 50 is definitely wrong. Oh! Oh! Okay, hold on. One more plus 50. One more plus 50. They just all have to be the same. They all have to be the same number. Hey? Okay. Okay, hold on. Let me actually think about this for 2 seconds. So what's happening is that only the last one's being affected by this inside. Okay, this is what's like actually fixing the like the problem, right? This is actually working perfectly fine now. So oh. Okay, it needs to be the opposite. If distance moved is greater than that number. Okay. Wait, okay. Hold on, let me cook. Hold on. I know what the problem is. Okay. So if I've moved a certain amount, then I want to start moving to the right. After I've moved some amount, I want to start moving to the right. Right? But first, I want to move. So okay, basically what I'm doing it right now is I want to move to the right first and then move the rest of the way. So dist moved equals, it needs to equal the inverse of whatever size over 2 plus 50 is. Yeah, that's why this is wrong, right? That's why this is definitely incorrect. Okay, okay, let's just do this. Equals, this is 128. Yeah, okay. Do that, and then here, let's just here. Oh wait, no. Okay. This. Or no, it's temp. And then this can also minus temp. Oh wait, no. This doesn't minus temp. Okay. Wait, no. Wait. This is also minus temp. Yeah. Okay. I swear, look, you just gotta let me. You gotta just believe, okay? If you believe hard enough. Okay, it didn't look right, but that is the correct end state. This is the exact end state that I need. Okay, so now why did it not look right? It just teleported to the right, I guess. I like that angle. I mean, like here, if I connect it now. I mean, it doesn't look perfect, but that's way closer. That's way closer. This is the most disgusting thing I've ever. I'm gonna come back to this one day and be like, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? Okay, so it needs to move all the It needs to move all the normal first, and then at the end move a little bit. But I'm doing it inversely. But it shouldn't make a difference. So if distance moved is greater than that number, let's actually no. Wait, hold on. I want to move right the remainder, which is what this is doing, and then I'm removing the distance moved remainder. Yeah. Okay. Then why is it looking bad? This actually makes this even though it looks jarbled and I haven't explained anything, it looks and sounds like this should work perfectly. You gotta believe me. I swear, this looks and sounds like it should be working absolutely perfectly, and yet it's not. So what the fuck's going on with that, dude? Well, it's not moving exactly how I wanted to, technically speaking. Like it does have a little bit of like it shouldn't be jumping like that. It should be moving smoother. And it also, wait, hold on. Let me look at it again. It moves down and then jumps. Okay, see, now my brain's starting to feel cooked. I'm starting to feel like now I'm no longer able to like. I mean, it is 7:30. It's getting kind of late, but I'm definitely losing the ability to concentrate. I'm 100% losing the ability to concentrate. Do like a number example. So let's say this is 8. So if it's 7, it's just gonna move by 7. If it's 8 point, or if it's 9, then it's gonna be 9. Is that it? This is not the remainder. Okay, hold on. I swear, this time for real, dude. Okay, you gotta believe. This time, you gotta believe it's gonna be perfect. Yes, dude. Okay, we're so back, baby. Look at that. We're so fucking back, dude. We're so back. It only took 3.5 hours of. I think this is probably the least understandable stream I've done in a very long time. Okay. Hold on. So now here's the real question. Now, if this is for the whole what I'm supposed to be doing here. Okay, if I do this and then I do this, I'm watching so closely. No jumping. Oh, it's beautiful. I mean, the Z's are still a little off, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Look, it all works. It's again, the Z's are wrong, but it all works, baby. It all fucking works, baby. Okay. All right. So I guess now next on the list is to fix the Z index, which I don't know how I'm gonna do that still, by the way. I actually have no idea how to fix the Z fighting. I got no idea. You think you're coming? You haven't even, unless you've been here the whole time. I've been at this for 3.5 hours, and it took 19 years and 20 magic numbers. You know what? We got there in the end. Okay. I got yeah, I gotta end stream so I can go jerk off to my code, dude. Okay, I'm gonna go pee. Should I end my stream? I'm gonna go pee. I'll think about it while I'm peeing if I should end my stream or not. I'll be back. Shit myself. That's a good idea. You know, I think instead of like going piss, I should just piss myself and shit my. That's way. Why did I think about this, dude? When they gonna did 4D streams where you can, you know, like when they were trying to make 4D movies where you could like, it would like kind of wiggle your chair, and then they would like spray fart spray in the fucking movie theater when the guy farts. What are they gonna do with that streams, dude? You guys, can you think about how immersed you would feel, and then it surrounds your desk with trash. Anyways, I think I'm gonna stream. Look, I'm a little bit too fucking brain dead. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow and we'll play Exhibition, and then Sunday again. That'd be 7 or like literally 7 streams in a row. That'd be crazy. Yeah, when I was a kid, it was like fucking Shrek would like start pissing, and then we would just get sprayed with water, and I'm like that's not cool. I don't know. I'm glad that trend died out, because that shit sucked ass, dude. That was trash. Like, it wasn't even like a fun. I mean, okay, was it fun? I guess, but it's just a little weird, dude. You know, actually, I guarantee you, there's someone out there who. They were in the 4D Minion movie or whatever the fuck. Minion starts peeing, they get water on them, and that was their awakening, dude. That was their piss kink awakening. I guarantee you, somewhere out there in the world, at least one person. Gotta be, dude. God, anyways, like, yeah, I got my stream. I think maybe I'll stream tomorrow, maybe. But that would be so many. Dude, I would have streamed. Like, look at this. Look at how consistent. That might be too consistent. That's too much content, dude. Look at this. 20 or 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, I missed 1 or 2, but like, that's too many. Like, don't you think at a certain point, like, what if the content creator works? He's creating too much content, especially when it's all dog shit. You ever think about that before? I don't know. I'll think about it. Okay, it depends on how I feel tomorrow, I think, more than anything. But anyways, thanks for watching the stream, gamers. I hope you guys enjoyed my stream of suffering. Want me to space and add Astra? I don't know what that is, to be honest with you. Like, is that a Factorio mod? Because if it is, I've only played like the one. But anyways, maybe tomorrow. Okay, goodbye.